Working websites and YouTube are all staples in the social lives of kids these days, but sharing information online can have dangerous and long-lasting consequences. Reporter and resident social media guru Meredith Nsulo shows us some of the online pitfalls.
Several recent surveys find most young people check social sites like Facebook several times a day, and that the average 13 to 17-year-old uses their cell phone to access the internet and share photos and videos. What they're posting or sharing could have long-term ramifications. Explicit photos of high school musical star Vanessa Hudgens are all over the internet after she allegedly snapped the pictures with her cell phone. Explicit messages, photos, or even videos can expose young people to embarrassment, harassment, and may even impact their chances at getting into colleges. Some schools now admit to using any source of publicly available information when selecting candidates for programs, scholarships, and financial aid. Explicit photos and videos also can invite online predators, and some cases, such as this YouTube video that shows Polk County girls beating up a classmate in 2008, can lead to arrests or criminal charges. But pictures and posts don't have to be explicit to attract trouble. Posting any private information, such as an address, can be dangerous, and that can be done indirectly. For example, a photo of a new car parked in front of a house with a visible address. Similarly, GPS-based apps like Foursquare that allow users to check in from locations let others know where you are, and that could invite trouble. Trouble doesn't have to come from strangers. Bullying has moved from schoolyards into homes via the internet. As studies show, more children are enduring harassment from their peers through sites like Twitter. 15-year-old Phoebe Prince committed suicide after repeated bullying via text messages and Facebook. For parents, old rules still govern new media. They need to stay engaged and involved in their children's lives. Meredith Nsulo, ABC Action News.
And Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here now with some more tips for safe social networking. First and foremost, you say that parents need to set some age limits, make sure that their kids are old enough to engage in social media. Dan and I were talking, his son's 16. They're just now letting him get a Facebook page.
I think that's wonderful. There really is no reason for them to have one earlier, except more and more of their friends are going to want to have them, so they want them also. Facebook says age 13 is where it should start, and the reasons for that is that the kids really start to understand that if they do post, what they do say and what they do put online will affect them. So it's really important to pay attention to that age. If they really want to be socially active, there's actually sites. Facebook's actually created something called Togetherville, which is a site especially for kids to be social and completely safe. Parents don't need to worry about it. Parents can monitor it, and it gives them that opportunity to learn how to be online and be safe at the same time until they're old enough to know how to be on Facebook.
Okay, so what kind of other safeguards can parents put in place to make sure their kids are safe?
Monitor. If they're going to be on a computer, then they need to have the computer out in a family room somewhere where they can walk by, see what they're doing. Time limit, make sure that there's a limit of time that they're following, that they're not on there for hours just on social media or on Facebook chatting and doing things. So it's really important for them to know exactly what they're doing. When they are old enough and the parent decides they should go on Facebook and that it's okay, the parent should be the one who's showing them how to do it. This is how you set up a profile. This is the information you shouldn't put. This is why we don't put this information. This is why we don't post these certain things. Don't just tell them not to do it. Tell them why. And it's important for them to know about the bad people out there, that there are people out there that don't have good intentions, that will try to write them and get in touch with them and be friends with them. And if they don't know them, they shouldn't be friends with them. So if a parent gets them online, signs up, the next thing they should do is they should have their own Facebook account, the parent, and should become friends with their child.
Love that idea. That way you can monitor who your child is friends with as well.
Absolutely. Not only can you monitor it, but it will make the child think, okay, my mom's going to see this. Should I put this on there? Should I not put this on there? So it'll make them think before they just go put something on there. Now, don't become the mom that's constantly making comments and saying things. It's best just to kind of watch, and you can like every once in a while when you see them put a piece of artwork up or talk about a piece of poetry or quote someone and you like it and it's positive. Absolutely like it. but don't go crazy and embarrass them. Just kind of monitor it. The more you're just monitoring it, the more they'll be more natural on it.
You know, there's some parents who think, okay, it's an invasion of privacy, but they're children. That's the only way that you can make sure that they stay safe from online predators, is to make sure that you're keeping an eye on what they're doing online.
Absolutely. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. You hiding it from them, preventing them from it, they're going to get it through a cell phone, through a friend's cell phone, through a friend's computer, so it's best for you to just go on there, show them how to do it, help them monitor it, and teach them how the best way to be on social media is.
Best advice. They're going to do it. Make sure they do it the right way.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Angela. Always good to see you. And next week, you'll be back with us. We're going to talk about spring break.
That's right.
You know, kids trying to find things to do. We're going to show you some ways that you can have fun, some options that don't involve long lines or spending lots of money. And again, if you missed any of the points that Angela shared today, or you want to share it with another parent, just go to abcactionnews.com. You can also find help with a variety of parenting issues on the Tampa Bay Parenting website at tvparenting.com. Good to see you. Great advice. And we can't wait to hear about the spring break options next week.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Angela.